With an old rag I found next to the bed, I wiped the blood pouring from the wounds on my face and body. Ricardo had beat fiercer than ever before. I can barely see through my left eye because of the immense swelling caused by his punches. Ricardo had been out drinking with his friends. I remember the smell of alcohol filling up the room as he came in late, bringing hell along with him. He was screaming he wanted supper, and why hadn't I wait for him? You're only good for one thing, you lazy dog, he said. I knew what was to come next. He jumped on top of me, keeping me down. I couldn't move. I did not scream, for fear that Dolores, my daughter, might become alarmed and see what her father was doing to me. I struggled for a while, but to no avail. He kept slapping me, punching me, telling me it was a woman's job to please her man. That's why I married you, you ugly dog, he said. He raped me last night, like many other nights, and I can only cry and pray to God he would die. I wish I could die. When he was done, he fell asleep on the floor. Finally, I was at peace. His sleep is my only escape. I try to move, but my body hurts so much because of the dozens of bruises and scars he left on me. I managed to sit up enough so I can see the stars outside my window. I prayed to my dead mommy, please close your eyes. Don't see me this way. Mommy, why did you leave me so young? I miss you. Maybe someday he'll change. The Lord is in him are all I have since Papi died. Ricardo is the owner of the ranch, and I have to stay for the Lord's sake. Oh, Mommy, what am I to do? Help me, I whispered to the sky. When I woke up this morning, Ricardo had already left to work. And Dolores came into the living room. It looked like she had been crying. I knew she knew. I hid under the blankets when she spoke to me. I didn't want her to see my face. Dolores, I'll make you breakfast in a second, honey. Just let Mommy get dressed. Dolores left the room. I hid the bruises well with the layers of makeup I wore. I was pretty much a makeup artist by then. I took Dolores to school and returned home. I knew Ricardo would be home in a few hours, so I started to clean. He hated a messy house. He hated a lot of things, including me. I started by cleaning the back of the dresser because I was sure he'd inspect everything and everywhere. But suddenly, my broom got stuck on something. I moved the dresser and stuck my hand in the back. When I finally managed to get a hold of it, I saw it was a book. I dusted the cover with my hand and read the fine print on it. It said, Mi diario. This meant my diary. When I opened it, I discovered it belonged to my mommy, Maria. It was in Spanish, and I began to read. Dear diary, today was not a good day. My problems are getting worse. Eduardo came back home last night. I thought if I let him return, he would change. But he's back to his old ways. Esperanza doesn't know what her father does to me while she sleeps. She's so young and innocent. One thing I'll never do is let anyone hurt her. Damn it, Ricardo's screaming for me. What the hell does he want? Thank you for listening. I'll write later. Dear diary, this is my last entry. You're full of my sorrow. I am afraid that Eduardo will find you and beat me for all the bad things I've written about him. He beat me twice this week. Next time I know he'll kill me. And God knows he came close to it this time. I can't provide for Esperanza all by myself. She is too young for all this pain. Well, my dear book, thank you for being my friend. Even though the pages of your book have ended, my miseries have not. Mommy, I'm sorry. I was so young when she died. She was probably too ashamed to tell me. Ricardo returned home from work. He didn't speak to me at all that day. He didn't even apologize. He picked up Dolores from school. Dolores did not notice the bruises on my face. Or maybe she just didn't want to see them. When we went to sleep that night, I lay still until I was sure Ricardo was asleep. I then sat up and read my mommy's last entry by moonlight. I held the book close to my heart until I fell asleep. That night, I dreamt that I was sleeping in my bed next to the book. And suddenly, a beautiful golden tree grew out of the book, carried me into its branches, up past all the clouds into the sky. I came to a door. I knocked on the door. There was my mommy. She looked the same way I remembered her. Mommy, I'm sorry. It's not your fault. I should have left them before he had the chance to kill me, before he beat me to death. You must not let the same thing happen to you. You must leave Ricardo and take Dolores with you. Get out of here before he wakes up. When I woke up, I put on some clothes and dressed Dolores while she was still half asleep. I took her out to the car. I came back into the house and picked up the diary. I took one last look at Ricardo. I saw my father. I hated them both. I walked out. I would never come back. This was no longer my home. I was leaving for myself, Dolores, and for my mother. I am their hope. I backed out of the driveway. Luckily, Ricardo did not awake. This is the beginning of a new life. I am no longer afraid. Dolores will someday understand why she doesn't have a father. But I will live to tell her my story.